Business logistics costs increased to $1.28 trillion. That's up $79 billion from 2010. We still haven't regained the 2007 level, as you can see on the slide, which was the precipice that we plunged from during the recession. In truth, I don't think we're really going to get back to that point for quite some time. For one thing, it was steadily building there, and that was probably a sign that we were starting to get in trouble. So I don't think we're going to quite get back to that point anytime soon. In 2011, logistics costs as a percent of the nominal gross domestic product, GDP, rose a slim 2.6% to reach 8.5%. Both inventory carrying costs and transportation costs rose modestly in 2011. Inventory carrying costs increased 7.6%. The increase in carrying costs was due to higher costs for taxes, obsolescence, depreciation, and insurance, which was tied to the higher inventory levels. Interest rates continued to drop in 2011, though there really isn't much farther for them to drop, except I think I've said that for the last couple of years in a row. I keep thinking they'd at least stay, but no, they find a way for them to drop. Recently, Federal Reserve Chairman Bernanke said that they were not planning to raise the benchmark interest rate until late 2014 at the earliest. In fact, he went on to caution that 2014 was really their best guess. Interest rates have been kept low for the last 3 years, and it sounds like they could stay that way for another 3, which is, I still think we're in for another 3 years before you're really going to see some dramatic improvement in these numbers. Transportation costs were up 6.2% in 2011 because of higher rates, not increased volume. Although some sectors had lower revenues in 2011, rail, trucking, and third-party logistics third-party providers of transportation services were able to increase their rates and their revenues this year. Indeed, most Class I railroads and many of the major trucking companies reported significant profits and had strong balance sheets through most of last year. The important factor is that all of that happened in a non-constrained environment with only lackluster volume growth. We had been saying that rates were going to rise when capacity started getting constrained, yet we didn't have constrained capacity, and there was able to be sustained increases in rates. Trucking, which comprises 77% of the transportation component, posted a 6.2% rise, but the real leader was the railroad sector, which saw a 15.3% increase. Third-party providers and the third-party provider and forwarding sector of the economy was up 9% and gaining strength at the end of the year.